How friends? I think it's working. I never know until someone actually says something. Generally, this is Pantheon, though. Rise of the Fallen. I'm currently in the my pledge. They converted pledges over, and my pledge converted over to a kind of champions pledge, which means I can play a couple of weeks per season. I just started. I'm a level 3 shaman. I'm currently, what I quite like at the moment is I'm currently going around doing. I'm in the wrong area, really. I think I'm currently going around doing some gathering and crafting quests they have, like the gatherers and crafters give you some quests and stuff. So I'm just kind of working through those, which seems quite fun. One thing I've noticed since I've started, I'm only level 3, so since I've started playing, one thing I've noticed is that the mobs have like special attacks which you can see the countdown for. You don't seem to be able to dodge them from what I can see, and the problem is it kind of makes mobs quite overpowered. Oh God's sake, it makes mobs quite overpowered early on, because like when I was level 1 I was fighting a level 1 mob and I had like 3/4 health, and suddenly I kind of got one-shotted or one-rounded, and it was because the mob hit me with a special and like a basic attack. So it seems quite a bit misbalanced. It seems a bit unbalanced early on. Yeah. Hey Liz, how you doing? But that's not to mean you can't do it. But it was just weird to be on. It was a bit weird to be on like 3/4 health and then just suddenly die because the mob did a special plus a basic attack that both hit you at the same time. Felt a bit OP, but there you go. Combat in general is pretty difficult because of that. So like I can kill I'm level 3. I can kill a mob that's level 3. So there you go. See, that did a headbutt there. So I can kill an on-level mob, but I normally have to burn all my mana and stuff. So at the moment I'm just getting, I've probably got enough actually, I'm just getting skins to, because I'm doing, I'm increasing, my outfitter's skill, because I want to, I've seen people selling bags, I want to make some bags for myself. So I've just been farming some deer for their pelts and stuff. Yeah, I mean, at the moment it's kind of very similar to other MMOs that we've played so far. So like they're kind of copying other indie classic MMOs. I think they're just copying the formula of the gameplay loop of running around killing mobs, gathering and repeating. And I enjoy that. I mean, I'm enjoying it at the moment. The problem with the other games is that they're not offering anything outside of that. So I don't know if Pantheon is going to do that, but it's pleasant. I mean, I'm enjoying running around doing what I'm doing. It's running really well. Let's kill this. Let's see if we can kill this. If I put my heal over time on while we're fighting, and then just burn my mana. The other thing as well I've noticed is that even cons like really kind of seem to resist a bit too much. Really. Yeah, so it was a level 3 mob, did 20 damage there with a special ability, which just seems slightly overtuned. And so I ran out of range there, but the headbutt still hit me. You know, I couldn't avoid. You don't seem to be able to avoid it. Visually, it's like a mixed bag. Like at night, it's really nice. The lighting's really good. During the day, some of the mobs look like Pokemon. I don't like the trees. The trees look far too cartoonish. I quite like the volumetrics. Like the atmosphere is quite nice. You can see quite far into the distance. Yeah. Let's see what this goblin model's like. I like that. It's really cool and detailed. I think what I'll probably focus on during my 2 weeks is probably some leveling, but primarily maybe gathering and crafting, just to see what that's all about. I'd like to make myself some armor and stuff and whatnot. Oh yeah, someone over here selling 8-slot backpacks for 10 silver. So I could buy one maybe. I don't know how much I've got. How much cash have I got? Oh, I've got 5 silver. So no, we can't buy one. I feel that, I mean, it must be possible with the engine. I feel that if they can slightly balance the Disney-esque look of some stuff. I mean, when my character's kind of running, particularly when he sprints, I don't know, it just looks like I'm looking at a budget Disney hero. It all just looks a bit, I don't know, not camp, just a bit exaggerated. I'd like to try to get to see more of like a slightly harder fantasy look, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm very much of the New World style of gathering and crafting kind of philosophy. Like I played a little bit of PAX Day, but I just hated it. You know, I mean, partly that was because it currently doesn't have any real what you would call like progressive PvE. But the other thing as well is that, you know, you just have to gather too much stuff. Maybe I'm not understanding the combat correctly at the moment, but I find it weird that you can see a mob's countdown for an ability, but you literally can't do anything about it. Like I tested it, and there was one where I must have run about 20 feet away from the mob when it went off, and it still hit me. Now I understand it's like a tab targeting, you have your turn, I have my turn kind of combat, but I don't know. I mean, maybe the countdown is for a healer, so you can see, oh, there's a big attack coming in. Maybe as a tank you can kind of block it. I don't know. It seems weird that you can't do anything about it. It's like, oh my god, there's an attack coming in. Okay, I can't do anything about it. I've just got to take it on the. You can bash. Yes, I guess it's like EverQuest in that regard. I think I've got a quest to make a fox toothbrush, fox paintbrush. Fox fur paintbrush. Yeah, I haven't really got the space to keep killing mobs at the moment. Now I just want to. Well, I just want to get a. I just want to get some. I want to find some blue bloody deer. Maybe I need to level to 4, so all these deer will be blue then. Let's just kill stuff till I get to level 4. I kind of feel partly where this is where the MMOs kind of become a bit confused. These new modern MMOs, it's like, so we're gonna do an MMO, but we're gonna update it a bit and stuff and whatnot. So it gives you like horrible cooldown, countdown numbers going down, which I hate in any MMO. and it gives you what am I trying to say? And it gives you that countdown for mob abilities and stuff, but you can't move out the way of them. So it feels a bit like they're kind of going halfway house between like a modern combat system and a classic one. And I just think I just rather it was one or the other. But there you go. It's just me. So you kind of got this thing where you build up a separate resource, and when you build it up, you know, when you build it up, you can use it on an attack, which is fine. But again, it's more modern sentimentalities for combat, but still having some archaic stuff that I'm not sure if to do it on purpose, because maybe they think that, you know, if we don't update it enough, we can still say it's like EverQuest. But yeah, it's kind of maybe but it's just kind of not. You know, I don't know. It seems weird. It seems weird to have all these modern combat tropes, but then you can't dodge a mega attack or something. It just seems, yeah. Do one or the other. That's my feeling. I guess it's not working at the moment. I've also got like this vision thing for the Shaman, but I can't see it doing anything at the moment. I think there's maybe some stuff turned off because I think the mastery system is turned off at the moment. You can't use your mastery points like on a skill. So yeah. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it's kind of like a resist. It's resist fest on the even cons at the moment. Definitely need some bags. One thing I will say though is that it seems popular. There's a lot of chat. Yeah, I mean, as someone who's played classic EverQuest for decades, like not having many skills is not an issue. It's not the issue. You know, it's not a. I'm used to that. That's not. I just think that the combat is just a mix between modern and classic, and for me it doesn't work. I mean, I'd rather, you know, you had like the classic EverQuest kind of like global cooldown thing, and you can manipulate it and all that kind of stuff, like rather than just watching numbers count down till I can use a skill again. That's just like. I mean, that's like WoW level shit, that is. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, it's at least it feels as though the combat will have some of that EverQuest tactical kind of gameplay. Ooh. Um, where did I kind of just I'm not sure where I heard it, Liz. Actually, I think I got an email about it because I took part in the open alpha test, pre-alpha test things that happened at Christmas, and when I looked at my and so they're doing this seasons thing where the servers are open all the time, but depending on your pledge, you can play a certain amount of time. But I think they converted the pledges over, and I think my pledge converted over to a champion pledge, which means that you can play for 2 weeks. If you've got the lowest pledge, I think you can play for a week. And I think if you've got the highest pledge, you can play the whole season, which I think is like a month or something or whatever. Got loads of tattered pelts. I'm not quite sure. I'm looking for stuff that I can convert into just a bit of leathery stuff. Headbutt. I don't know what mob it was, but I think I was level 1, and one of the mob special abilities did like 20 damage. It's like, what? Doesn't seem particularly well balanced at the moment on that front. Pathfinder. So I think you can probably pay for a week then, is that right? Or is Pathfinder higher? I don't know. You get a little sprint as well for a little while for use up some stamina, which is pretty decent. The other thing I've noticed as well is that it's almost impossible to run away from mobs, in a sense that they bugger might die here, in a sense that they're really fast. They just keep up with you. Yeah. I think one of the positives of all of these new skills and stuff, and the way they're doing it is that there are just some classes that are going to benefit, like over classic EverQuest. So I was looking at the wizard, and the wizard's got some interesting, utility and bits, beyond what EverQuest gave it. It's not just about damage. Like the warrior's got lots of abilities and stuff, So I suppose in that regard, there are certain classes in EverQuest that were key but basic in the way that they played. Are more like the other classes, I think this is the best thing they could have done for it, like to give it just let people play it rather than having all this secret squirrel kind of nonsense. It does feel still like a proof of concept, though. I mean, there doesn't, from listening to what people are saying, there's not a huge amount of content. But maybe that content is being converted to the new engine. I'm not sure. It's weird. Like, what happened to that? I'm not sure if it's in the game, but what happened to that, like, super ice dungeon that they showed years ago? Like, where is that? And some of the other zones and stuff. Maybe it's there. Hi, mate. Well, I realised that my pledge was already a champion one. I didn't think it was, but it turned out that it was. When it was converted over, it was kind of like a champion one already. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying going around doing the loop of gathering and killing mobs and stuff. You know, it's fine. Yeah, I think it depends on what it's got going forward. I've looked at a lot of the skills for classes and stuff, and it seems as though, yeah, it seems as though classes have got a lot of abilities. So we should get that, that tactical combat. I hope that the level design and mob AI and stuff is designed so you get like a lot of the gameplay feels really fresh every time you do it. I've kind of repeated myself. I said it before, but the beauty of EverQuest was going in a dungeon and just having a different experience every time because the game, it was so emergent, the gameplay and whatnot. I mean, I don't like, and I'm never going to like the ability countdowns and building up a resource to use on an ability and stuff. I just don't like that. But that's just one of those things. So they're rebuilding all the zones in a new engine, are they? I guess so. That's fair enough. I mean, man, there's far too much resisting going on. Fighting an even combo. That's like 3 resists in a row. And I forgot to put my healing on as well. See if we can get a few ticks of healing. Maybe not. Even strafing, you can't get away from deer. But then they've got 4 legs. So, what I was hoping for. Run away! Whew, that was close. That was a mess, that fight, but I still managed to win. Somehow. I really need to make some bags. I'll go back and see. What I do like are the dude that gives you these quests that kind of run you through the gathering stuff. I like the fact that the crafting dudes kind of give you quests for crafting and stuff as well. That's good. Keeps you interested. Yeah, it's I mean, like I've looked at some of the spells and stuff and what the shamans get and all that kind of thing, and it all seems fine. It's more just the as I said, I just don't like this WoW kind of countdown, build up resource type things. It just feels. And I think I'm saying maybe before you came also is that so many of these classic indie MMOs are kind of going through for like a half and half. Like the combat has got some similarities to, say, classic EverQuest, for example, but they've updated it with some more modern features. But yeah, I'm not sure if the two mix together particularly. It's like when I was level 1, I was getting hit for a lot of damage by mobs, like special attack. And because of the way the combat was working, I thought to myself, well, I can probably dodge out the way of the special attack, but you can't. I was like, oh, okay. So the mob was here, and I kind of ran right over there, and I still took a ton of damage from the special attack, which just felt weird. Yeah, so I think either give people, either go one way or the other. I think it's. I think they need to do something about that. It's very weird to see a mob build up a special attack and you can run 50 feet away from it, but you still take the damage. I understand it's a, that's part of EverQuest toe-to-toe kind of thing. But then saying that, you could route a mob in EverQuest to move out of the way and not get hit. And I'm assuming you can do that in. I'm assuming you can do that here as well. But why can't you move out the way of a mob that's kind of rooted in place, winding up an ability? It's, I don't know. But I'm sure all this, obviously, you know, at this point, kind of anything can change, really. Who knows where it will be? A slog beat. That's, I've got a tooth there. I don't think I want a tooth at the moment. It's taking up space. I think we'll go back to town and see what's what. Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing against like them taking, like updating the model. But I think it can become confusing. Like again, like I've spoken about it before, like an expectation point of view. Like what are we? I think a lot from a lot of what I hear from people who watch the channel, a lot of people find it confusing as to what these games are going for. You know, it's classic, but many of the classic elements are tuned horribly to a point of being over grindy. It's modern, but you know, updating the combat model to be more modern means again that people are going to expect certain things. Like a mob's winding up a super attack. Okay, well I just move out of the way. Oh no, you can't do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll work it out in some way. I think the yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's the thing. There isn't any sense to more running away from a mob and it's right over here and its attack goes off and it kind of hits you. I guess maybe if it follows you and it's winding it up, that's fine. Is this the dude? Oh, I've got two. Oh, I'm going to get a leather. Okay, I'm going to get a leather jerkin or something for this, I think. I like you get these little skill increases. It reminds me of when I used to play Ultra Online. You got a little skill increase every now and again. That was yeah, visually, I think they need to make it harder. I'm afraid. It's just my character runs around and I'm not sure what I'm looking at. It's like a budget Disney dude. We don't need that in a, you know. It works. Like I really like the lighting. The lighting's really nice at night. It works then, but it's too cartoony at the moment. Hopefully they'll sort that out. Boom. Oh no, it's a schematic. Burlap tunic. So I can make a... You get this thing where you get this bag here that's got all of your schematics in for making stuff. I'm not quite sure why they've done it like this. I guess it's maybe a temporary thing. So he wants us to make literally a burlap sack to wear. Where do I do that? Probably not there. That would be daft. This is the... Okay, I guess it's probably going to be on the loom. Use the sewing table. Oh, is this the sewing table? Oh, it is. Okay. The lighting's definitely really good, but yeah, just personally, I don't want to be playing a an MMORPG fantasy game that looks like, yeah. I just like to see them just harden things up a bit, you know, just change the character mods and stuff. But I guess all of that is going to be. Well, I think the thing with the EverQuest, I mean, I never really found the EverQuest feel kind of like cartoony at all, like classic EverQuest. I thought it was, I guess you could call it goofy, but it was very original art design. Whereas this doesn't really feel like its own thing. It feels like it's kind of copying. What am I doing? Your inventory's full. Of course it bloody is. Let's just go to the chuck some crap in the bank. I suppose the thing is, though, is that the game now feels as though almost like it started again from a development point of view. So I guess there's just so much that's going to change, you know. Let's put some stuff in. Carrots. Don't know what the hell that marble is. I used to like a game of marbles as a kid. Don't know what that is, but we'll chuck it in there. I'll tell you what, it's considering how much it can cost to actually get access to the game. It's a lot busier than the current MMOs that are available to play. That's for sure. And this is only, I think there's 4 servers. This is only 1 server. I do need to make some bags. I'm just going through that's kind of like my goal, but I'm just going through the crafting quests at the moment. Burlap. No, hang on a minute. Oh, I can make it. There we go. 4 armour. Dude. Done. I like the fact I'm getting some XP for it as well. I hope they keep that in. Burlap cord. Oh, I can make a rack. Oh, so I can make a bag. So what do I need? I've got it. Job done. Okay. I like this, just taking you through crafting. I like the fact it takes you towards making a bag as part of the quest. I quite like that because it's incredibly useful. Schematics put in the bag. Woohoo! There we go. So this kind of art style can work. It reminds me very much of the art style that the Dishonored games use, for example. It's got that feel to it. So I think if they tighten up the textures a bit, make it more detailed, you can definitely design characters and stuff that don't have to look like Disney Workshop. So I need a leather panel. And some cloth cord, which I guess is that. Nice 8-slot bag. Woohoo! Oh, you've actually got a total weight as well. It's not just about bag space. Okay. Is that a... Let me put that in the bank. So what have we got? I'm trying to lay my windows out like EverQuest. It's very habit forming, isn't it? What is that? Cloth padding. Okay. Got some meat for cooking. I haven't done any cooking yet, but I've run out of food. Ah, okay. So I've got a food and water bar and I go down. So you actually consume the food, do you, rather than it doing it automatically for you? Maybe. I don't think I've learned the tannery skill yet. I haven't got enough. Okay, so I need some pelts for some more leather to make some bags. I've got myself a leather tunic. So I guess I'm just going to be farming leather then, I guess. Yeah, I have found some food, cooked food that gives you a little bonus and stuff. I quite like that. And I guess I can cook food. I've seen some camps. I like the fact that there's little camps dotted around, and you seem to be able to single player RPGs and MMOs need to lean into this kind of feeling that you're out on an adventure type thing more. You don't get that enough. Like in New World, you could build your own little camp tent and you could cook and stuff at it, but there was never any reason to do it because it wasn't like the camp was something you had to do. It was just more something that you did. It's a bit like Starfield, really, where they should make the camps. Where if the game was more hardcore, the camps would be more relevant. So you like build a base on a planet because you need to refuel there or whatever it is, or you know, kind of thing. There's also a sprinting skill that goes up as you sprint. Almost level 4 actually. Let's get to level 4, then we'll go and see if there's. I think there's probably a level 4 Shaman skill that you can do. I think occasionally I've got something from from gathering, like maybe something a different gatherable, like a rarer one or something. I need to get that in there. I'm afraid that New World has spoiled me for that kind of stuff. I want that dopamine hit of, am I going to get some rare component from the... I don't think I've done a bit of mining actually. Ah, I can turn that quest in. I was trying to get some golden potatoes for ages. I kept getting carrots. I have to say, I also feel that there's absolutely no need for my character to be standing here this long gathering from a node. I know skill ups and tools and stuff might increase the speed, but it's just far too slow irrespective of that. Maybe if it goes up quickly with a few skill ups, that might be okay. But there was something I was gathering from. I guess it was maybe a slightly higher level thing. I was there for about 20 seconds. I actually got up and walked off and came back again because it was taking so long. This is a dude that has got like a big chain of quests. I think he wanted the golden potatoes. Yeah, he did, yeah. Harvester's Life 2. What does he want now? Oh, I had some blackberries actually. See if I kept them. Oh no, I thought that was the bank. Where's the bank? I think it's this one. Guy's got such a goofy run. Yeah, I've got cool. I'm done. Yeah, so this guy kind of gives you like a chain of quests for gathering and stuff, and other stuff as well, which is quite good. Okay. Oh, I like that. I've got some gather. Oh, it's night time. I've got some gatherables that are only gatherable at night. I like that. That's a nice little touch. I'm glad they're thinking about that kind of thing. Let's chuck that crap in the bank. Let's go and see if we can find some moon petals. Did I pick any up? I'm sure I've got flame lilies. I've got tea leaves, so hopefully I can make some tea. It's just a bit goofy, particularly when he's sprinting. It's like, it does very much look like a cartoony kind of character. I'd like to try, while I'm playing as well, I'd like to try maybe the Paladin as well, or Paladin or the Shadow Knight type thing. Just try something that I don't normally play. And maybe make their own, maybe do blacksmithing and make their own chain armour as well. That might be quite cool. The Huntress. Rangers. Oh, it'd be good to get some Rangers in at some point. Quite a few NPCs have quests as well, which I was quite surprised at. I quite like that. Yeah, I mean, I think at the moment, unless there's something really egregious about it that you don't like, I think most of you will enjoy the gameplay loop so far. You know, just gathering, filling in quests as you go around, killing some dudes, that kind of thing. There's some dudes over there. Let's go over the bridge. Not quite sure what this what's over here. There's a little camp. I mean, I haven't bought any. The lighting's really nice at night. I haven't bought any. I haven't bought any food making schematics at the moment. Oh, look at that purple fire beetle. Almost, I should be killing things. I'm just. I'm not killing things. I should be killing things. Let's get to level 4 at least. Okay. Oh, look at that. That is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? Really? I might die, but, you know. It's life. Oh, oh, hello. What is that, dude? I'm going to die, but I just want to look at... I like the mob. Skeletons. Killed by skeletons. I like this guy. He looks like a raid. Oops, I'm dying multiple times here. They're killing, not only killing me. I like the mobs. I'm not sure if the mobs are... Brittle Bonecaster dealt 46 curse damage. Holy smokes. Yeah, this is a bind stone. In case you haven't seen it. I don't seem to lose anything at the moment for dying, which is okay. In a testing environment, you kind of want people to get as far as they're going to far as they can without too much hindrance, as long as you let them know that they're going to lose something when the game comes out. Yeah, these trees need an update. I've really got something against the trees. They just look a bit, I don't know. I like the view distance, and the misting effect is really nice, the volumetric stuff. It's funny though, because it feels like it's a lot further behind Monsters and Memories. Now, oh, Flame Lily. Now, I know Monsters and Memories hasn't gone through an engine change or whatever maybe, but yeah, it feels a long way behind that. Yeah, I guess Flame Lilies are quite rare, but look how long it's taking to harvest. Oops, oh no, I pressed the jump button by mistake. Some games do a thing where it keeps your harvesting level, so when you go back, New World does that, when you go back to harvest it again, it doesn't start you at the beginning, but that was my bad. I think this tree model, this one here particularly, would look good if they did like a like an Ent kind of mob, like a tree mob, big tree mob thing. That'd be good. Maybe a face there with the eyes and things. I would also say that the environmental effects at night particularly are really, really nice. I realise I just missed some jute there, but let's look around for some moon lilies. Oh, hello. He's well aggro. She's kind of giving me a cold stare. A faction. Okay. See, this is kind of the stuff that I think Embers Adrift is missing, and that EverQuest had in spades, like, you know, kind of like factions and all sorts of other stuff going on. I think that's kind of why. I understand it's a budget thing probably, but I just think the game, some certain games, are not deep enough at the moment with regards to that kind of thing. Ooh, I got some coins and a dagger. Oh, as a shaman, I can actually, a dagger's better than the spear. Let's use the dagger instead. I'm a dagger wielding shaman. Am I? Yeah. Yeah, the weapon delay is much lower. Well, I say much lower. I like this dude here. I like the model at the back there. That's pretty cool. I needed quite a lot of those moon petals, didn't I? Might have to do it over a couple of nights, but that's fine. There's a humanoid camp down here with some bad dudes. I think they're probably... yeah, they're too high for me at the moment. That's alright. I like the fact that first person is a proper first person as well. Yeah, the perspective feels good. These howler pups don't give a damn. Oh, hello. Oh, it's an NPC. Hey, lady. Oh, I've been up here before. This particular zone feels quite closed in. There's lots of vertical cliff walls and stuff, but there is a climbing skill, so maybe some of these things will. There's a plant up there. I think it's probably a flame petal though. Yep. We'll take them though. Maybe that guy wants them at some point or for another quest. It's not very dark, but then like when I play Embers Adrift, I can also see for miles at night, so I don't know if it's just my screen. Yeah, it's a HDR screen, and Windows does some auto HDR application things. I'm not sure if that's kind of doing something, but it doesn't. It's not very dark. I mean, I can see for miles. Looking at I'm not sure what game I was playing recently on the stream, but it was really dark for you watching. But looking at OBS here, it looks as though you can see pretty well. Oh, this is exciting. There's just this one route up to something. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a cut through to somewhere. Oh, there's a cave entrance. Yeah, there are some humanoid... Oh, have I found some lilies? Whoa. Oh, no. The hobgoblins are guarding the moon lilies, whatever they are. And they're red as well. Hobgoblin Char. He's got to be like a fire wizard or something, isn't he? Okay, so we've found... Okay, so what is that? What is it? We're going to run in a dungeon, even if we die, just to see what's what. It doesn't matter if we die and go back to our... There's another cave over here. No, they're cotton plants. We're under attack. Okay, we'll take the death just to see something new. This must be the goblin cavey dungeon thing. Oh, mushrooms! Let's get gatherables, hopefully. Oh man, didn't get in very far. Cool. Nope. Oh, Crown of Ashes, Sting of the Hornet. Nice. Okay. That was worth it just to see something new. There's a... That's a flame lily again. Okay, that was cool. It's funny how different people play games. Like there's a guy here who's going to buy a couple of 8-slot bags, but it's really easy to make them yourself. I guess some people just don't like crafting and gathering. They only play for the combat, I suppose. Visually, things are much more effective in the evening because of the lighting and the volumetrics and stuff. I imagine dungeons are probably quite nice as well if they're really dark. Everyone seems to have a torch. Let's go down there to the coast bit. I'm sure I've seen some of these moon petals at night somewhere. These things over here, I think, are teleporters to the wizard location. Doesn't look like there's anything out there. I think these moon petal things would stand out. I think if we saw them. I haven't been the other way yet, past town that way, so maybe we'll go and have a look. I still haven't got level 4. No, let's get level 4 and then go and see the Shaman trainer and see if there's a level 4 skill or spell or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I suppose we've just started. I just started raising a dagger skill, so I guess we're not going to do much damage at the moment. Oh, I can skin these though for pelts or whatever. We're almost level 4. I think this. I need to remember where the shaman thing is. I think it's. I had to cut through to get to the town. There we go. Those little the rat's got little marbles. Sorry, Liz. Yeah, I mean, I've got a torch. I haven't got any kind of. Yeah, I'm carrying a torch at the moment. I guess if you're a dual wielding rogue or something, you're. Because I know what we need to do is try and find the shaman section. Yeah, so I've got no idea where the shaman thing is. I know the shaman thing's not far from the town because I cut through a little bit and it took me to the town. But I don't know. I'll just wander around the. Is that going to kill me? No. The lighting's really cool. So on that fire beetle there, that's really nice. That's backward. He wanders around. Oh, some skeletons. Oh, it's a light blue. I wonder if these guys drop bits of armor and stuff like. Or if they drop the weapon they're carrying. Oh, they do. I can use that as well. Oh, inventory's full already. No. So, I like the fact that as a shaman I can use the axe as well. Oh, nice. Oh, I can't do that shiv attack though. No, that's okay. Ooh, got some legs. Never got. I know I'm just destroying stuff here, but never got enough space. I hope those bone chips are for necromancers. I think I changed back to dagger because I think the axe was just. I couldn't do the special attack. Oh, here we go. Here's the Shaman section. This is quite nice. This tree here. There's a couple of quite fun skills. The frogs here have got a tongue that they pull you towards them, and there was a fox that had like an attack where it leapt at me. That was quite funny. Okay, what can we... Let's sell some stuff. Well, we want to wear those. Let's sell that. Oh, a ring with one armor class on. It's interesting. Oh, alchemists can use those. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we've got cleansing flame, which I've got headwinds, which is oh, actually look. Another heal over time. We'll buy that. Accuracy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Couple of new skills. Let's do a little turn around here. Just see what we've got. I don't think I'll come over here yet. At one point the game had, I don't know if they're still doing it, but the game had that skill where you notice stuff around the world and it kind of opened up quests for you and whatnot. I'm not sure if that's still something that they're planning on. Ah, so that's a channel. Okay. If we run up here, if we're right up to the top and there's nothing here, fair enough. I say I think there was a flame lily, but there you go. That's nice there though, that's a nice view. At the moment you walk on the water, I think. Doesn't seem to be a swimming animation. Actually, was running away from something and I jumped off a cliff onto the water and the water killed me because I didn't go in the water. I landed on the. A couple of times as well where I was fighting a mob here and it would run in the water and then it would run under the world there. But yeah, just all bugs that need to be dealt with at some point. It's very immersive running around at night, the lighting and the sounds. Okay, well, there doesn't seem to be anything in this newbie area particularly. There's some gatherables. These kind of things, I'm not sure if they're going to be something in the future. Standing stones. Quite like the texture on those, actually. Okay, let's go. Pick up the jute. The kind of gathering and crafting system seems to have had the most work put into it, from what I can. From what I've played. The sun comes up very quickly as well, which is going to be a bit disconcerting sometimes. But there goes the moon petal things. We have to leave that quest. That might take a little while. That one. What other quest have we got? Five lumps of coal. So I should be mining. I guess the coal is like a rare drop or something, maybe. So let's see. I'm not sure if you're still there, Matt. You probably seem to know quite a bit about it. But what's the general timeline now? You know, are they kind of pretty much starting again, or they recently kind of started again with the engine change, and I guess we're still a long way out. I don't know if they probably haven't said anything about that, but. I think this is the best thing they could have done, though, as I said before. Just just put the game out there and let people play it as it is, and just keep working on it. I think you just keep people interested that way for longer. Doesn't feel so much like vaporware, I guess. There's a lot of different stuff from. So you just get a wild vegetable node, and you might get anything from it. And you get wild herb node, and you get random stuff from it, which I quite like. I'd like it if depending on your skill, you got like a better or a rarer drop from it. Oh, we got a gemstone. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so I think the current quest we've got are probably going to take a little while to do. There's a burglar. Oh, he's blue. That guy is not blue though. Okay, Fug's are yellow. Burglars are blue. Fair enough. I think we spent quite a lot of time over this side. This seems to be the lower level side, maybe. Let's go to town and go the other direction, if you can go the other direction, and see what's there. I think the monk's in game as well. For you monks, seems to have quite a complex system for attacks and stuff, whatever. Apple tree. I'm not sure if I've done an apple tree yet. I seem to be able to chop and gather everything at the moment. I'm not sure if you're locked out based on skill level or if it just takes you longer. Okay, bit of a rangery dude. You walk past a goblin there, got a funny voice, got a lot to say for themselves. Let's go to the bank first. Drop some stuff off. We might be able to make another bag, actually. That'd be useful. Does this dude have a quest? I like this armour set. It looks like a proper padded, leathery armour set. Okay, so I don't think we've got any quests to turn in. Nope. Oh yeah. Fresh cuts of boar. I haven't even seen a boar yet. Okay, maybe they're the other way. Let's hit the bank and then move out again. Okay. Oh well, we'll try and make another. Let's just chuck all this. I'm going to run out of bank slots anyway. I need to make some. I think you can make. Say you can make bank boxes, Liz, from. Bones. I'll keep them. Maybe I'll do some alchemy at some point. I think that's a schematic, which I should just get rid of that. Okay. See if we can make another bag. Let's see what the animation is like for this spell. Oh, cool. That'd be quite nice as like just a healing after combat, actually. Just channel that. Nice. As well as standing behind someone while they whack things. Let's put that in my bag. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go the other way just to see what the deal is. No, but I think I can maybe make tattered leather. No. No. So I can't turn these deer skins into... I can't turn these deer skins into anything particularly, it looks like. So I can't turn them into leather panels. Oh, okay. So these not classed as hides then? Just deer skins. Okay. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe they're just for selling. I think this... okay, it's got some roby stuff. I got that. Merchant satchel. Oh, we've got some leather armour as well that I can do stuff with. We'll leave that. What this? Yeah, but you can't use the deer skins apparently. You can't use the deer skins, it looks like, to... I've already got that. So it looks like you need those... Oh, I didn't turn that in. He wants us to kill some spiders. Okay. Yeah, maybe. At the moment, it seems as though... Let's kill the rats, though. Because I think... slay 10 rats of any size. Well, that was a rat of any size. Is it in a particular... Maybe it wasn't in... Maybe it's not in town. Maybe it's outside of town somewhere. So I wonder if that's what you need to turn in just your general tattered stuff. Oh. Where the hell did I get those? Where did I get the stuff originally to make the bags with? Oh, I need 2. Bobby noob. We'll come back to that. Next time we visit town, we'll come back. Horse is here as well. I guess there's going to be a horse riding skill at some point. Oh, these chickens are proper hardcore. Chickens are actually level 2. Ah, I thought I could skin them for some chicken thighs there. That'd be nice. You get these boxes lying around that seem to have, yeah, they have food in at some point. I think this food is stat food. Yeah, there we go. What is it with these rats and their marbles? I guess I should also look at making myself some... Can you make better tools? Increase your gathering speed or something, maybe? Maybe do that at some point. It's interesting how vertical the zone is. I wonder how that will tie in with climbing. Like whether climbing up here is worth it because there's a secret chest or something, or, you know, that kind of thing. I think this is where the Rogue Guild is, just over here. Just in there. We're about to walk on water. What's that, climbing? I think I can climb anyway. I'm sure I latched onto something once. Oh yeah. Oh no, don't go too high. Yeah. Oh look. This guy's living in Venice, but it's worse. There's no way that this house is not rotted. Wow. There you go. That's your lot. Yeah, I noticed it's the same stamina bar as the running, isn't it, by the looks of things? You can definitely faff around gaining, climbing pretty easily, I reckon. Just keep on going up and down something. I think that's where those skeletons were. I know, as I said before, I know it will speed up, but I just think the gathering speed really negatively impacting the gameplay loop. It's just too slow. Harvesting is now 19. I wonder if it goes up to 100 max or something. I don't know. So, what do you think so far? Seems a long way off being finished, but I'm quite enjoying the loopiness of it, the loopy stuff. But then I kind of enjoy that for all the games. I'm not sure if this is the only zone in the game. It feels quite small at the moment. Maybe it's just because it's so vertical, it kind of feels quite closed in. Oh, I got a crow feather. I like that the gathering has got that kind of dopamine hit thing of what am I going to get? Is this the Shaman bit down here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I counted, I gathered something and I counted about 20 seconds. I mean, that just feels... Yeah, I don't know, not much fun. I mean, I know that some people were complaining about the gathering in Embers Adrift when it first came out, and I think I counted that to roughly about 8 seconds. And you can knock that down quite a lot with, you know, with a something, you know, like an item, a tool with an ability on or something. I'm not getting... Slay 10 rats of any size. Okay, so it's not telling me I need to go anywhere particularly to kill the rats. So it's a bit odd. It's not giving... Maybe it's just bugged. I wonder if there are any big kind of like focus dungeons or areas at the moment where you go in and you kind of work your way through it like a dungeon and whatnot. I know I've seen talk of like a goblin cave type thing, and pungent bottle and some gloves. Okay, so there we go. I'm getting mastery, but I think that's turned off at the moment, so can't really show you that. Yeah, it's like a humanoid camp here. I guess these mobs are level 3 to level 6 or something, maybe. The thugs are the highest level ones. Okay, here's just a rat dude. Let's see if this rat ticks up the quest. Hey Don, it is Pantheon, yeah, yeah. Oh, 2 rats now. Okay, so right, okay, fair enough. What's the time? I'm getting hungry. If I need to order a sandwich and a coffee from Costa. I shouldn't, but you know, when you just think, yeah. Ah. I would like to see some more of a notification. I know it's a bit modern MMOE, but if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, then I'd like to see a bit more of a notification as to when you're ticking up a quest in some way. I really feel you can go to town with the tree design here and make them look really uber weird. And as I said before, I think some tree mobs would be good. It's very smooth as well. I'd like to see like a proper ranger class as well. Incorporating some EverQuest stuff like proper tracking. Like maybe rangers make camps and the camps have got like a purpose. There's an actual reason to make a camp for your group and all that kind of stuff. That'd be really cool. I'll definitely play a proper ranger class. Call him something like Barra Fawn or something, or Gara Born. Really annoy myself as a Tolkien purist. Bego Crass. Yeah, I mean, really, I'm enjoying the gameplay loop, Don. Like as we do when we first start off these games. I guess we just don't know enough about it, do we? It feels super unfinished. I mean, as we said earlier, I'm not sure if it's just because they've got to convert the content to the new engine, and you know maybe there's a load of content waiting to come out. They've got this seasons thing going on, so I'm kind of hoping that with each season they add some new content, a new zone or whatever it may be. That'd be quite good. But I'm enjoying the loop, you know, the gathering and that kind of stuff. It's relaxing. It feels nice to play. It's nice and smooth. Yeah, but we've been here before. We'll have to see how it goes. So I didn't get any XP for that, but am I getting a quest tick? I think so. Yeah. It has got some issues. I think from a combat point of view, it's trying to incorporate more modern sensibilities into the EverQuest combat system, and I never feel that the two merge particularly well. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Oh, hello, Silvered Screecher. That's interesting. Was there another rat down here that I missed? Yeah. I'd like to see a game where it just incorporated some really interesting stuff for classes that weren't necessarily like based around combat, you know. Particularly like give the ranger a load of fun stuff to do when he's out in the wilderness, you know. Give the wizard a load of fun stuff to do, magic-y kind of things, you know, that kind of stuff, instead of just a bog standard kind of. The atmospheric sounds in the zones are really nice, and they're not too annoying or repetitive either, which is good. Oh, hello. What we got here? Oh, there's a moon lily out during the day. I think we need 7 of those, though, don't we? Can't even remember which one it was. Oh, there we go. Moon lily petals, yeah. Well, that's a bug. I haven't got any coal from these ore nodes either yet. Oh, it's like a gatherer's paradise up here. Oh, I think I've been here. I think this might be the Shadow Knight Guild up there, whatever it's called, Dire Lord, I think it is. We'll go and have a look. Oh, these moon lilies take a long time. I got 3 in one go. That's a bug. That shouldn't be there, should it? Always a new type of mob. A skittering web weaver. Indifferent. I think this is the Shadow Knight Guild. Sorry, oh, the Dire Lord Guild. We call it Shadow Knights, can't we? So I wonder if that's a spawn where it's always there, that moon lily, that moon petal spawn. Are these aggros? Oh, no. It's a bit like Moria. Oh, Master Anzel, the Dark Flame. That's what sort of skills the Dire Lord have got. I was thinking about playing one of those as a tank, that or a paladin. Just to give it a go. Sanguine Shield. Absorbs damage. Life Tap. Devour Dex. Essence Harvest. Essence Leech. Essence Leech restores 20 essence. Okay. Vital Cage. Cloak yourself in Malefic Power. Has all been the next source of spell damage. Okay. Sanguine Cloak. Magic Resistance. Devour Constitution. Scroll of Torment. Corrupt an enemy's blood, reducing incoming healing. That seems like more of a PvP skill to me, but I guess you could use it on a boss or something if they heal themselves, or imbue your weapon with the dire. What is the dire? Physical damage you deal to heal you. Okay, so this kind of feels like a self-healy tank. Nightmarish. Oh, Scroll of Bloodstate, Nightmarish. Visage, causing 10% of all damage you deal. Splatter. Deafening Whisper. Okay. Seems like a self-healing kind of debuffing tank, which is alright. I'm not quite sure how interesting it would be to play. I mean, it only goes up to level 20, the skills. So I'm assuming that's kind of like the soft cap at the moment. Okay. Oh, the fact that the Dire Lords and the Rogues have kind of got their own... Well, every class has got its own little bit, I guess, off out of the way. Dire Lords are a bit further away than everyone else. I wasn't falling over myself there with the Dire Lord skills, particularly to play one. Felt a bit like apply this to do something kind of thing. It didn't really... not sure. A Dire Lord definitely needs a pet of some kind. A dire something. Dire wolf or something. Loads of gathering stuff up here. It's quite a good newbie area for the Dire Lords, it looks like. A Ogre Dire Lord. Ooh, that might be good. Might be good fun. Or if you give me an Ogre Paladin. I like those strange things. I like to be an ogre spellcaster of some kind. Oh, a skull. Nice. Oh, okay. Let's have a look down there. I'm okay. I haven't been everywhere, but I'm guessing from what I've seen that you've basically got just this one zone with maybe a couple of areas that are kind of dungeony at the moment, which is fine. As I said before, I think it was a good idea just to let people play it. As I said, maybe the seasons will add more content. That seems like the sensible thing to do. I did look at the pledge stuff, and I'm not quite sure. It didn't look like I had to spend a huge amount of money to upgrade my pledge, but I don't know how much that would upgrade my pledge to play the whole season. I think that was kind of like super duper kind of super duper dudes who had spent a lot of money. Yeah, there's some super skeletons we saw earlier, Crow. There was a radioactive one almost. That was really cool. I like the way the screen went weird. But we'll go back there and look in a minute when I've been round here. I'm just exploring and gathering. I'm only level 4. I'm not worried about leveling today. We'll just have a look around. This is interesting over here. Oops. Okay. There's some dudes. Bad dudes. An Ulfiran Initiate. Prepare to attack. It's blue. Anything blue. We're in. We're all in. Oh, it's a spellcaster. Oh, looks a bit dark elfy to me. Ouch. It's got a good def. Okay, so if these are blue, this is an interesting little clamp. A gloomberry bush. Haven't seen one of those yet. Okay, so level 3. This one's level 4. Gloomberry bush, I'm assuming, is going to be for a quest for your Dire Lords, maybe. Let's give it a go. These are spellcasters, so I'm a bit worried about these. They've got a lot of hit points, these guys. Bloody hell. It's only an even con. I'm gonna die. Just not hitting and getting hit a lot. Okay. I guess it's taken us right back to where we were bound before, yeah. Okay, well they were tough for even cons. They look like a cross between a monk and a spellcaster. A dark elf monk and spellcaster. I'll go and try and find those that area where those skeletons were. I mean, they pretty much one-shotted me, but it doesn't matter. We don't seem to be losing anything with dying at the moment, so it's not a big deal. Still got no coal. Yeah, so I think you can use these to cook on, which is quite a nice idea. But as I said, I'd like to see them expand it. Give all the classes some interesting, weird things to do. What was up here? Did we go up here? I think we might have done. Looks like a dead end. Oh no, maybe not. Oh yeah, we came this way. Okay. Was this the section that led us to the Goblin Caves where we died? I think it might have been. I like the textures for these steps. It's moss covered. Be interesting to see a little face there. Look, be interesting to see this and Monsters of Memories. I think it could be a pretty. I know in the poll I did, I think Monsters of Memories was by far the most popular one that people are waiting for. But yeah, it could be an interesting shootout if these guys get the content out. Quite a lot of people on as well, because this is just one server. Quite a lot of people on as well, considering it's considering it's off peak. It's certainly more than the current games are getting that are currently available. Okay, so we know we can't do anything here. They aggro from that guy aggroed from miles away. I guess we can just die to reset, go back to where we were, see if we can get a bit further into the dungeon. Let's put some healing on, leg it. Yeah, they aggro from miles away. Ouch. Oh, it's a dead end. Oh, we've seen some new stuff though. We've seen some new gatherables. Oh, there's a box there as well. Look, I wonder if that's collectible. Okay. I think there's some stuff not working for classes as well. My Shaman's got this vision thing, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I'm not sure if it's supposed to. You can use it to increase the power of your spells or something or whatever, but yeah. Macros. Oh, you can put mastery points into your gathering skills as well. That's interesting. Wonder what that will do in the future. Oh, okay. It's funny how the climbing could be like could be the equivalent of like keying yourself for a dungeon. You know, it's like if you got a group, but not everyone's got a high enough climbing skill to get somewhere. That'd be interesting. Maybe I don't like gating stuff too much, but you know, I guess it's an interesting idea. I think I can probably go back and make some more bags now, though, can't I? Let's get rid of that. Yeah, let's go make some bags. It'd be quite a nice progression if the zone extends once you've increased your climbing skill. I'm not sure. It looks like you can kind of go up there along that path. Maybe I'm not sure what's up there. If you can even get up there, maybe we'll have a look. How many more rats do we need for that quest? One more. Well, if we can make a couple of bags, that'd be nice. There's some leather armour stuff as well, but I'm not sure about that. We can turn a rat quest in. There's this thing over here that kind of leads you up onto the bridge here. I say leads you up. It's like almost looks like a teleport thing to get up on top of the bridge. But I couldn't get. I'm not sure if you have to start at the bottom and it kind of pushes you up. I did try jumping into it and died. Oh, there's an NPC, dude. Wassas, the former owl. Okay. Hey there, buddy. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so that looks like it kind of like transport you up there, maybe. Let's see if we can get down there and check it out, shall we? Oh, spider venom gland. I wonder if they're still worth a bit on here. Oh, that's interesting up there. Can we get up there? Just noticed that the texture's changed on the side, the hillside there. Not sure if that means anything. There's a massive tree. How? I've no idea. I don't think there's any housing in at the moment. I haven't heard of anything anyway. Oh, hello. Yeah, those goblins are indifferent. Those ones. Have we been up here? I'm not sure. I think we have, haven't we? Yeah. Let's go and see if we can get up on the bridge. I'm not sure if we're meant to, but yeah. So up here, maybe I can maybe I can get up there from going that way. But I was just wondering if. Well, I'm just sure there must be some areas that will be gated off from a climbing skill. I would guess. Like I don't think you can get up here without climbing. Over there, obviously there needs to be some reason for it, but yeah, you could have a dungeon entrance that's requires a certain climbing skill to get to, I guess. I guess what you want from the climbing is that it's not overly used, not overly done everywhere you go, but certainly where it is required, there's an impact. Well, probably not. I don't think housing has. It doesn't seem to do anything. I thought maybe it would zoom us up there onto the top of the bridge. Maybe you need to be a certain class or something. I think the thing with housing in UO was it was important. You know, it was more than just cosmetic. Whereas I think a lot of games now really just go for the cosmetic, don't they? Spider-Man. Ooh, we're going to get it. Yep. Woohoo! There's someone up there, look. Chief Miner Trist. Did he climb up there? I wonder if we can climb up that wall. Well, I don't think we'll make it that high. It's a nice idea. It's a nice idea having stuff only available with something like climbing. It's interesting. Hey mate, how's it going? Oh, this is a slow one. See if we can get up and see Chief Miner. See what he's doing. That was worth it. I haven't got any coal yet though. I need coal for a quest. Mining. Go out there and bring back 5 lumps of coal. Make sure you get paid. You can find coal alongside other minerals, but it won't always be there. Okay. Well, coal must be a rare drop. We haven't seen any yet. So how do we climb down without dying? Oh! Well, maybe you don't. So well, that's not good. We're never going to get up there. Oh, it's not a climbable surface. How the hell did that guy get up there? I guess he must have gone up here and along there and maybe climb down. They did an engine change. I think they said because it would speed up development. So he must have climbed up there, I guess, which we're not going to be able to do at the moment. So I quite like the climbing. That could be interesting, an interesting mechanic in the future. But it's going to be one of those things, isn't it, where looking for more for Goblin Dungeon, must have climbing 50. So keep your climbing up. I don't think they're wiping. I don't think they're wiping characters, or at least I think they're trying not to wipe characters. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Okay, let's go back to town. I think they said to try not to wipe characters between seasons as well, but I'm not sure how true that is. What I didn't check also is to see if bags increase your total weight capacity as well. That's something we'll have to test out when we go back. Yeah, it's definitely running a bit slower. Yeah, my pledge lets me play, so I thought would give it a go, and I'm quite enjoying it so far. It seems like a one-zone kind of, kind of basic MMO gameplay, loopy type thing, with some nice ideas like the climbing seems interesting. I think they're still planning on doing the acclimation system as well. It still seems to be there. A lot of the classes seem to have quite a lot of sort of EverQuesty skills, so Yeah, let's hope not. I mean, I kind of feel that I've said it before. You know, I think the indie classic MMO scene is dead at the moment, pretty much. I think all the games have failed in respect to, you know, like holding a. Hang on a sec. Let's just test something. I think I get a couple of strength for this buff. Oh, cool. The strength increases my carrying capacity. Nice. Yeah. So I guess I don't know. Out of the ones that I've seen, Eternal Tombs is still too unfinished, really, to have any idea. Monsters of Memories, I think, is kind of the one I'm most looking forward to. But having played this, you know, I'm certainly more interested in it than I was. Ooh, I like that ability. Who's that guy? You can't see what class they are, I don't think. He might be a paladin. What I'll do tomorrow is we'll play another class, try out something different. $50 XPs. Okay. There's a lot of quests as well, surprisingly. I can't imagine anyone will want to hear what I've got to say about MMOs, not developers anyway. I feel that. I mean, I feel one of the issues is that there's almost no accountability taken, is what I mean. I mean, I'm sure we all remember like the hilarious kind of like Chris's hilarious streams from years ago. With Shroud of the Avatar, where it was, you know, everything was always someone else's fault as to why the game wasn't doing particularly well. It's the same with like modern games. It's the same now. You know, I mean, I was browsing around on the Discord the other day for an MMO, and I don't know if MMORPG.com did like a negative article on the game, but it was, oh well, that's why the game's not doing well. It's always someone else's fault, you know. That's Alchemist. I've got too many components to keep. I need more space. Let's get rid of the rat meat. I'm not going to need that for a quest, am I? Hopefully. Another alchemist bit. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. A resource for what? Doesn't say, so we get rid of that. Yeah, so there's no accountability. It's always someone else's fault as to why the population's low or whatever it may be. I just don't think that it's a healthy thing. You need to stand up and say, look, our game is in the situation it's in. It's because of us. It's our you know, we make the decisions. It's our fault. Okay, so let's see if we can make some bags. It needs a craft all button. I'm not sure if there is one. If you press shift and do it or something. But it'd be nice not to have to just keep clicking. Okay, so maybe we can make a couple of bags out of that. That's the wrong one. Okay, so leather panels. We can make 2 of those. I'm not sure if combines fail actually. Don't seem to. So I can make 2 more bags. Oh, okay, so the bags don't... no, I can make 1. I need some more cloth cord. Bags don't increase your total carrying weight, which is fine. You just get more spaces, which is fine. Make 1 more. I like that bags are nice and easy to make. You know, ease yourself into it. I kind of feel this guy's tried to spell Confucius, maybe. Maybe you couldn't have that. So you can put bags in the bank. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so that ore has a lot of weight, so we'll get rid of that. Let's get rid of the weighty stuff. I was just thinking to myself, maybe I've got some of those, but I haven't. The deer skins are a bit weird. I don't seem to be able to do anything with those at the moment. There's no tailoring recipe for them. Why am I total weight 106? Why is the weight still quite high then? Is this armour really heavy? No, actually. I guess the weight is because I'm still carrying the bag. that makes sense. Biggest game map? What about any game? Daggerfall. But you'd never want to run around in that map. Not run around without using fast travel. So I can put bags. I didn't realise you could put bags in the bank. I don't know why. But you can put bags in the bank. That's cool. So we're low weight. A lot of people hanging around town. I don't quite know if they're just AFK or whatever it may be. Clerics are in game as well. So let's what quests have we got? We're still looking for the coal. I need to go and kill some foxes, but the foxes are really nice and I feel quite bad about killing foxes, but we'll do that. So I'm looking for some apple trees. I'm looking for some boars, which I haven't seen yet, I don't think. I still need some moon lily petals. I still need this, so I guess maybe I need to make that. That's interesting. I don't think I've got that package. That's not good. Some dude gave me a package, heavy package to give to someone. I don't know where the package is. Let's see if I left it in the bank. Hey, Shaman, doing well? Yeah. No, not really. No, you need to... There's a bard upstairs. Let's go and see if... you need to... They've basically got these... You know, like seasons in games. Pantheon have done a season thing. And depending, if you've got a pledge at the moment, oh, skin of milk. Depending on your pledge, I think the seasons last 4 weeks, maybe a bit longer than that. Depending on your pledge, you can play in the season for a certain amount of time. I think if you've got the highest pledge, you can play for the whole season. I think if you've got, like I'm a champion pledge, whatever that the equivalent of that is, and I can play for 2 weeks, and then I think the people with the lowest pledge can play for a week. So at the moment, everyone can play, depending on how much you've pledged. If you haven't pledged at all, you can go and buy a pledge and play for a week if you want. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair comment. I think it was the right idea to just allow people to play the game in whatever state it's in. At least the people who've already invested money have got something to play. The weird thing is the weird thing at the moment is, well, I guess one of the things at the moment that we're not sure about is where is all the content that we've seen in years gone by that was on the YouTube channel. You know, now if that content just needs transferring over, like porting over to the new engine, then that's fine. You know. As long as that content is still available. I think what they're doing with the seasons is hopefully they're releasing new content depending on the season. So let me just have a look. Let me just quickly go to the website and because I think they've got some information about season 2 maybe. Seasons. Oh, okay. So I think we're currently in Chapter 1, Season 2, The Mouth of Madness. So welcome to Mad Run, a new overland dungeon with content that extends into levels 20 and beyond. Okie doke. Season 3, coming the 11th of May, is Land of Blood and Snow. So that sounds like there might be maybe a new zone coming for Season 3. Chapter 1, Season 3 starts on May the 11th. This season started on the 30th of March and goes to 10th of May. So, yeah, about 6 weeks roughly. I guess that is. Character wipes between seasons. They're not planning on doing character wipes, so you might keep your character. There are patches during the seasons. Yeah, so essentially what it comes down to is what your pledge is. Whatever your pledge is dictates when you can play or not. Yeah, but I think the seasons thing looks like it's a content reveal. So it looks like patches, but they've called it seasons, maybe to, you know, maybe to just entice people to play. I've got a buff. Awaken Courage. Oh, that's not a mask, mate. That's just that's a little pottery model that I've got of a wizard from Cornwall. I didn't really want to put my boat race on camera today. This is the warrior. Warrior seems... yeah, warrior's only got skills up to level 10, so the warrior seems... not particularly fleshed out at the moment. Don't get me wrong, buddy, though. I'm not defending seasons by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, a venison platter and some... And the only thing I can say is now I've played it and looked at some of the systems do seem quite interesting. And running around playing the game is fine. It's not. It's a nice experience. You know, like beyond that, I don't know. I've got 2 weeks to play, and I'll probably be playing solidly for the 2 weeks. So hopefully, I'll get forward. You know, and then we'll see some other content at some point during the streams. Yeah, the combat is a weird mixture of EverQuest plus some modern systems. I'm not keen on it personally, but you know, I'm sure it's all good. Who knows? As we said before, the game's probably still some years to getting close anywhere near what you would call a normal release. So that's interesting. There's a guy called the Priest. Placeholder, I'm assuming. He looks like a monk, actually. Oh, and more quests. A lot of the NPCs have got quests, actually, which is nice. There's loads of quests to do. If you like that kind of thing. I don't mind it, you know. I don't mind having EverQuest with quests. They're a bit more questy. Is this the Cleric Guild? Or the Paladin Guild? Cleric Scrolls. Let's see what the Clerics have got. Oh, the Clerics is very fleshed out. Oh, Cleric's got loads of abilities. Maybe we'll play a Cleric just to give it a go. It's something different. Okay. What I'll probably do is stream for a period of time when I first start playing, which is my UK time, and then maybe spend the afternoon leveling up a bit. So Trias the Unyielding. I thought this might be the Paladin Guild as well, but nope. Look up here. It's quite. It looks. You got the climbing skill, as I've said. So, like, I don't like hard locking out stuff. You know, I didn't like it in EverQuest. People, you know, I know people like that key progression, all that kind of thing, and it's fine. But I don't mind like cutting off some of the zone behind the climbing skill. So it might be quite. I mean, I'm not sure if this is even accessible. These parts of the zone up here, right up there. But it'd be quite interesting if you're going to get up there through climbing. I don't mind that. Yeah, I perfectly understand. I mean, I'm playing because I pledged ages ago. Like, I don't think there's enough here at the moment for me to, if I haven't pledged, like to pledge, like maybe maybe in a few seasons time when more content goes in, it might be worth it. Oh, here we go. Oh, the Paladin's pretty fleshed out as well. I'd like to see the Paladin its own class, as opposed to EverQuest, like being a warrior with some cleric spells. I'd like to see it become a bit, you know, just be a bit more unique. No, I think that, I mean, it's interesting. I need to do that video talking about the polls that I did, but one of the polls was talking about solo progress, not soloing the whole game, just making progress solo, and pretty much 100% of people, I think, chose either solo is a deal breaker for leveling, or they said it's very important. So it's clear, that's clear what people want. I just think that, I mean, I would say that we're mostly a classic orientated community here, and you know, we want soloing to be a important part of progress. So you should always have dungeons and grouping and raids and all that kind of stuff, but I think for your characters to make progress, it's yeah, you see, that's what I'm personally not sure about. I don't like the wowification of the combat system so far. Yeah, but you know, what do I know? I think up here was where those crazy skeletons were. We'll go and check them out. Big snake there. Oh, what is aggro? I think that's the first animal I've come across as aggro. It's also orange, which is a new colour, which is fine. Well, you can definitely solo, but then like EverQuest, see, I think what people don't seem to realise is EverQuest was very, very soloable by pretty much every class if you're willing to put the time in. It was just varying degrees of time. And I definitely think it needs to have that. I don't think you should have to progress your character level-wise from grouping only. But I think certainly, like from an equipment point of view, for some of the higher level equipment, yeah, I mean soloing, I imagine, is going to be just like EverQuest. Hopefully, pretty much like Monsters and Memories is. I think you can do it. You know. There's the skeletons up there. Basically, I've given up leveling. Who wants to leveling on stream? Just boring. So I'm just showing you stuff before I stop streaming. We'll go and look at those skeletons. They were pretty hardcore, though. I want that snake to go away. The dusk bats are high. Oh, it's just a bit of a high level-y area, this one. Where's that snake gone? There it is. Aggro range seemed quite high. Or it seemed quite high for the humanoid mobs, anyway. Yeah, I mean, on P99... Yeah, I think people kind of get the impression... When I see people talking about classic MMOs, and when I see people who... When I see what developers are doing, they just seem to have this thing in their head where classic MMOs weren't soloable, and they all were very much so. I think they just try to be more hardcore, but moving away from what those games were. That's annoying. Maybe I should try and run past. I just want to go up and have a look at those skeletons. There's some purple lighting down here. Oh, I think this is where the skeletons were. Yeah. Oh, there we go. What is that one called? A brittle bone caster. He's only yellow, actually, but he did a ton of damage. I think he wasn't yellow when I was here before, but I like that. That's pretty cool. I like the lighting there and the use of colours. Yeah, nice. Oh wow, look at this up here. This is there's a guy up there killing these skeletons. What level is he? Oh, he looks like a monk. Monks do a lot of... Oh no, we're dead. Thanks, mate. Joins in when we're dead. Yeah, that's all right, though, isn't it? I think it's good to have some limitations depending on your class. It's amazing what you can do, though. Like, there was a guy on Twitch who did a series of videos doing like solo self-found on P99. He did a cleric, a rogue. I think he got him to 60, you know, so if you've got the time. Well, that was frustrating. I guess that snake got us, didn't it? There was, I don't know if it was entry to a dungeon, but there was another purple section behind the first bit, and it looked like there was like an arch gate. Let's see if we can get back there. I don't remember where it is. I'd be a terrible ranger. Orientation skills are not very good. I don't think it was up there. It wasn't down there. I mean, it's very purpley, so it should be, you know, maybe we can see it from a distance. I think these things take us to the... Oh no, maybe only if you're a wizard. I thought these teleporters, maybe it was a different one. There's a teleporter like that that takes you to the wizard enchanter section. Which again is kind of like its own starter zone. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think it's. I think this is a different guy, but yeah, it's a. No, I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. God, blimey. Nice. Corrupted bone marrow. The only reason I would recommend this at the moment, if you're a PvEer, it doesn't seem to be a huge amount of content, although it did say that it goes up to level 20 plus and there's a big dungeon thing, but it does have a lot of there's a lot of crafting going on. It seems though crafting has been quite heavily implemented so far. Seems it, from what I've looked at. And there's quite a lot of crafting professions and stuff, so yeah. Yeah, I camped a Quillmane a couple of times. I did it solo as well once. Once you work out the spawns, it's kind of hope for the best whether you get it or not. But there you go. I like the fact that they've given everyone given all the classes their own little section, so you get a little bit of flavour for your class. They're obviously not finished yet, but I like this ranger area here with the targets. Nice when it gets more races in as well. You can only be. I can only assume that a lot of this stuff that we're talking about is not in the game yet because they're just converting the art over to the new engine. Because I mean they had the content with the old engines. I'm assuming it just needs to be ported over, maybe. Well, at the moment, there's no corpse run and no thingy loss. I'm not sure. I'm only level 4. I'm not sure if that changes at level 5. I don't mind it at the moment for testing, though, because, you know, you want I don't know, you want players to get somewhere during the testing periods. I guess if they're not going to be guess if they're not going to be, you know, wiping characters and stuff, then probably it's not a bad idea actually to have it on. Come on. Yeah, we've got that stuff. It's not bad for a little out of combat heal. Okay, there's looks like a ruins of a church up there. I must say, I mean, I hate the engine during the day, but I really like it at night. Like the lighting is really nice. Okay. We might do another suicide run again if it looks like we can't get there. There was a monk around killing the skeletons, so maybe it's a bit clearer. Yeah, this is really nice. Let's go first person for this, I think. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm not... Oh, hello. Ooh. Cool. So it's daytime. Does this affect the skeletons in any way? I don't know. This is nice. I think the issue with the games, with all the games as well, is because they spend their time so unfinished for so long, you don't really get... like, I'm sure there's a load of lore based around all this stuff, but you never really get to experience it because the games just take so long to come out. And in the end, you end up just moving on, you know. I don't know, mate, actually. I'm not sure if it's Unreal or the other one. We're going to run in here and die, just as a bit of a suicide mission to see what... I'll say first person because it just looks better. These mobs do a lot of damage. Ooh! Oh, I like that. Oh, I like the effect, the way it's sprint. I like the way it's changed. Oh, that's cool. There's a dungeon or something. In you go. Oh! Nearly. Oh, I like the way the effect changes when you go into here. I wonder if there's some sort of like environmental thing here that you have to help with. Nice. Yeah, look up there. I'm not sure if you... It doesn't look like you can run up there, but maybe you can climb up. I might have to grind the old climbing skill a bit. See how that goes. So what happens? Or if you can cling to it. Yeah. So clinging to it also takes stamina. I guess you just fall off when you run out of stamina, maybe. Yeah, I think the visuals are a game of two halves for me. They're amazing at night time. Yeah, you just fall off. Okay. Amazing night time, but during the day they just look a bit. They look a bit Pokemon. All right, so let's test something here. Where's my climbing skill? I'm exhausted. So my skill is not going up. It kind of did. The first time I climbed. Do you have to climb a certain distance, maybe? Oh, there we go. It's going to go up to 2. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, like it'd be quite interesting to have sections of a zone that you can't get to without a certain climbing skill. But then I'm just repeating myself, but you'll get dungeon groups. You'll get groups calling, looking for cleric must have climbing skill 50 or something. You'll get that. So the skill gains for climbing are a lot less regular than, like, whenever you gather something, you kind of get a tick of skill. I'm not sure if it's to do with how far you climb up, or it can't be the surface you climb on, I wouldn't imagine. That doesn't really make much sense. Let's go up as far as we can go, see what happens. Oh, I've got a tick of skill there. We might die here. Oh no, okay. Quite light on my feet. Okay, so maybe it's time limited. So every period of time you get a certain amount of skill gain. I'm not sure about that. I'd like the old UO way where you use a skill and it goes up just based on a random chance. I'm enjoying the gameplay loop, but there's not a huge amount of content at the moment, so but I like some of the ideas. The climbing idea seems fun. I think I've got a quest for some. I think I've got a quest for some apples. There's some dudes here that are aggro. There are lots of little interesting things that you can see where there's going to be a lot of detail, a lot of lore, and all that sort of stuff. But as I said, these games are in development for so long. You just, you're like, oh. But as I said again, for those just coming, I do feel that it was the best idea for them to make the game playable to everyone, to a certain extent. I just think, after all this time, just not having anything to see, just didn't seem like didn't seem as though it was sustainable. I mean, I might look at trying to upgrade my input, really, if it's not too much, to play longer. I mean, that is purely because I've got nothing else to do with my time, all my money. But as I said before, I'm not sure if you're looking at it as a new investor. I don't know. I'm not sure how much you invest to be able to play for a bit, really. I'm just looking at climbing. Yeah, I'm a million miles away from climbing up any of this stuff. So we'll give it a miss. Okay. So that grey stone type stuff is not climbable. What about climbing up here? I'm going to say no. Oh, hello. Interesting. Oh, now I'm hanging. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. It's funny. I could climb up that side, but not that side. That's weird. No, I can't climb at all. Okay, so I don't think I can get past this. Oh, hello. Just stay there. Okay. Let's get my stamina back. Will it let us go up? No. Okay. Doesn't want us to go up there. Fair enough. And I guess it opens the way for all sorts of kind of little secrets as well, doesn't it? So even something like this with a climbing skill, you know, could hold a secret. Interesting. Definitely adds a like really intriguing dimension to the game. I'm assuming trees are not climbable. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. Certainly an interesting mechanic into the MMO, into the MMORPG scene. Well, I think I'm going to stop the stream here. What I'll probably do off stream is like I'll come back on tomorrow in the morning, UK time. But what I'll probably do is yeah, just do a bit of leveling with this character or maybe a different character. You know, so that we've got a bit of focus and I'm not just running around. I think we've kind of seen quite a lot of the zone within this level range so far. So yeah. We'll see how it goes, but it's kind of like a, you know, it's one of those things again where it looks promising. The climbing idea looks really interesting, but it's just so unfinished. You know, it's the same old story. But I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying running around, just doing the usual loopy type stuff. Like whether it's worth you investing, I don't know at the moment. You know, go and look on the website. From what it feels like, there's a one zone available, Throne Fast, whatever it is, and then you have, this is the Wizard Enchanter area, just to show you something else. Might start on Enchanter maybe, see what that's all about. Kind of blocked off from going that way though. That colour's a bit more vivid in this section. I'm not sure if all the magic makes you see clearer. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, I'm enjoying it, but there's not a lot of content. You know, the website currently says that there's a dungeon that goes 20 plus. So if that's enough content for you, there's a few. I'll go back to the character screen. I think it'll take me back to the character screen, so you can look at some of the classes that are available. There's only the human available at the moment, and you can't change the way the human looks. It's just your male or female. But I think there's Paladin, Dire Lord, Shaman, Monk, Cleric, Rogue, Wizard, and Enchanter. And as I said, the crafting seems fairly fleshed out as well, if you're into that. Ogre Dire Lord, maybe, that would be. There's 4 servers as well. The server I was on was quite busy, so it feels as though there's quite a lot of people playing. What have we got? We've got, yeah, Warrior, Monk, Cleric, Rogue, Wizard, Enchanter, Shaman, Paladin, Dire Lord. Looking at the skills that are available, the Cleric was well fleshed out. The Monk was as well. The Paladin, the Wizard did. I think level. I think level. I think I completely lost track of what I was saying. we'll forget it anyway. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Matt, I'm not the sort of player who needs to play in a group really to, you know, to kind of get the most out of it. I mean, I will do, but yeah, it's not really. I don't need to do it to get the most out of it. I mean, if it's a good game and the classes are interesting, I'll get something out of it. I mean, I don't know if you've got any more information. You seem to know more about it than I, you know, well, you know more about it than I do. You've been playing for longer, but yeah, I mean, at the moment, to me, it seems like there's one big zone, and then there's maybe a couple of dungeons and stuff from a content point of view. It seems as though they're going to add content in with seasons, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, there's a good basis here, but as it is, it still feels far too early for the amount of time that they've had to develop it. But as I said, you know, maybe that's because they're just porting a lot of other content they've got to the new engine, and as they do that, you know, they'll release it through seasons, and that's fine. You know, I think the seasons are key, aren't they? Really, because I think that at the moment, a few people have said it looks interesting, but there's just not enough at the moment to play, and I think that's a fair comment. But if they keep adding new content with every season, that'd be great. You know, new races and stuff, new classes. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. I feel more positive about the game than I have done. Okay, mate. Well, I'll look around for that one, and I can check that one out as well. But I think what I'll probably do is focus on leveling a character, and then yeah, and see how we go. I tend to run around a lot on streams because I'm not sure if it's interesting content just sitting at a camp killing stuff, but that's what these games are all about, I suppose. So, you know, that's how it goes. I might look at some of the other classes because I would like to have a class. If I'm playing on my own, has got some interesting stuff going on. I mean, Shaman, obviously. Enchanter, maybe. I'm not sure if the Enchanter is similar to the EverQuest one, but it's always quite interesting. I'd like to try a tank as well, maybe a paladin, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and I will... yeah, it does sound like they've started at square one again, definitely, but there is a good basis, as you said. Well, I mean, hopefully they've still got all the content that we've seen on previous streams when it was the older engine, but they're just porting it over. I mean, I remember I mentioned it. I remember a few years ago seeing that really interesting ice dungeon they had with. It had the climbing, and it had ice dwarf race or whatever it was. You know, I mean, hopefully that's still there, but they've just got to port it over, or maybe they've scrapped it and they're starting again. I don't know. You know, it's. I seem to remember them seeing quite a big. I seem to remember seeing what looked a really interesting zone. It's quite arboreal with like big trees and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I've got 2 weeks to play, and I'll try and stream most days so you can see what it's all about. I'll speak to you tomorrow.